Rainbow Road, also known as the track to end all tracks, the monster, or even the "No! Please, no!" is one of the most iconic parts to the Mario Kart series. It is truly unforgettable with its catchy and inspiring music, sharp turns, and harsh falls. Throughout the series, Rainbow Road has gone through many changes, some of which are amazing and truly define what makes Mario Kart fun and challenging, and others are quite questionable and disappointing. We'll saddle up my precious peelers because in this video I will be ranking every main series Rainbow Road track from worst to best. As a side note, I will only be covering the original tracks, so no retro HD remakes. Also, I will not be including the arcade games, nor the non-racetrack Rainbow Roads, such as the Mario Galaxy 2 level, the Mario Hoops 3-on-3 dribble race, the Smash 3DS stage, or the Paper Mario Color Splash Road. Without further ado, let's fall off the edge and dive in. Coming in at number 8, we have the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64. Putting all nostalgia behind, this is truly one of the worst Mario Kart tracks in the entire series. I can't even think of a track that was more of a drag and bore than this one. The track offers no challenge as the entire course is walled off by these star barriers, meaning that you can't fall off at all. Not to mention that even in the Mario Kart 8 edition, which removes these barriers, the track is mostly made up of these extremely long straightaways with bumps and grooves that are laughable at most. And the turns are wide enough that falling off would have to almost be forced. The only slight challenge this track has to offer are these chain chomps that come out every now and then. But the track is so wide that avoiding them is just annoying at most. And on top of all that, this track comes in at 2,000 meters in length, making it one of the longest tracks, and you have to do 3 laps of it. When I was recording footage of this game, it took me nearly 6 minutes to finish this pathetic excuse of a race. In 64's defense, I honestly think that this track looks really pretty. The road itself is nice, and the music paired with the neon signs of the characters in the background add to the nice atmosphere. And in the Wii U version, you can even see Toad's Harbor from the track, which I think is a very nice touch. On a completely unrelated note, I just would like to mention how funny the character voices are in this game. Toad sounds like he's being stabbed while skydiving, and Donkey Kong sounds like a dying seal. At the number 7 spot, I have chosen the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 8. And first off, I'd just like to apologize for this section. When I went to record, my Wii U suddenly decided to stop letting me play Mario Kart 8. Like it just freezes on the load up and there's nothing I can do about it. So enjoy these super awesome static images. Anyways, I'll start off by saying that this track is really fun. The track offers plenty of challenge with its powered directional track sections and the sharp turns. This track will surely give you a run for your money on 200cc. The track also makes nice use of the newly implemented gravity wheels and gravity boosters. What I don't like about this track is the fact that it doesn't feel like Rainbow Road. To me, it looks like someone on the ISS got bored and installed RGB lights everywhere. In the previous games, Rainbow Road had this magical space vibe that really made you stare in awe at the beast waiting for you. Nintendo could have seriously ditched the RGB floor and named this Mario Space Station, because this is not a Rainbow Road. I feel really bad for this track because MK8 was such a phenomenal and innovative game for this series, and Nintendo just rolls up with one of the weakest entries. Next up, we have Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Super Circuit. In my opinion, this track is the hardest of the Rainbow Roads, offering extremely tight hairpin turns, electric clouds that can shock you if you go under them, and bumpers at the side of the road that blast you off if you even get close to them. Wrap this all together with a bow that says directional input buttons, and you have yourself one hell of a challenge. This track is very deserving of the title Rainbow Road. Like any good bonus level, it throws every challenge it has at you, forcing you to master the game if you want to win. While recording this, I fell off so many times that the Mario Squad was constantly on my tail, while I was in last place. I seriously yelled at my screen during this race. Props to the Game Boy for doing its absolute best at making Rainbow Road though. Given the hardware limitations, I absolutely love what Nintendo was able to do here. Here's a hot take. Mario Kart 7 doesn't have the best Rainbow Road. I'll admit, it's very creative. I love the fact that we get to drive on some planetary rings and even the moon. The creative team on this level were popping off. Just this track was way too easy to compare with the other Rainbow Roads. The only times I fell off were when someone else hit me, or when I got distracted looking at the beautiful asteroids and planets. This track makes great use of the brand new glider mechanic, giving us players multiple areas to use it. There's even this part near the end where you can fly through these stars that give you a boost, and I just think that it fits perfectly with the Rainbow Road. I think I would have rated this one higher if it wasn't so cluttered. The map itself is very distracting, and with it being a section track instead of laps, it's quite hard to see everything in one race. 90-degree turns, thwomps, and very sensitive holes. That's what you get when you play on the Super Mario Kart Rainbow Road. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the pioneer of Rainbow Roads. Did you know this course is the only one in the Special Cup that has normal traction? But don't let that distract you, that you have to deal with special thwomps called star thwomps. They will actually spin you out if you come in contact with it. The thwomps in the rest of the game only stop you like a wall. What makes this track great is that it only has 8 turns and it's fairly short, and it still poses such a challenge. Oh, and that music is just phenomenal. Claiming 3rd place in the Rainbow Road Showdown, we have Mario Kart DS. The European website describes it as the race to end all races. Rainbow Road is a roller coaster-like ride through a psychedelic circuit of twists, turns, loops, and swoops. Littered with dash panels and lacking roadside barriers, this course will test all your driving skills to the limit. This is no lie. Rainbow Road DS is important to the series because it contains a vertical loop and a corkscrew. These were the only inversions in a Mario Kart track before Mario Kart 8 introduced the gravity wheels. All in all, this Rainbow Road is so much fun. It's satisfying to race on and has a gorgeous view of the stars. I couldn't get enough of the high-speed racing on the boost pads combined with the loops. When I first played Mario Kart Wii, the motion controls painted me to be an absolute noob. I would miss the easiest jumps, fall in the most avoidable holes, and be constantly driving in the grass. But once you're past the struggle, MK Wii really makes you work to get good at the game. By the time you reach Rainbow Road, you should feel confident enough in your abilities to take it on. The perfect challenge to cap off your racing experience. MK Wii doesn't actually add many new things other than the blue trick walls, but it takes everything great that Rainbow Road had in the past. This track also has a couple neat references to Mario Galaxy. The course has floating star bits that can be seen and a part of Good Egg Galaxy's background music. And if you look hard enough, you can even see a large galaxy in the background. One other neat touch is the inclusion of planet Earth in the background. You can see North America, parts of Europe, South America, and Africa. And when you eventually fall off of this track, you'll notice your character burning up as they get closer to the atmosphere. Fantastic touch, Nintendo. Now you might be asking, Neo, What makes you think Double Dash has the best Rainbow Road? Well, my precious peelers, the answer is simple. The course actually has these shooting stars that occasionally fall onto the track and turn into the star power item. Isn't that just crazy? Also, the soundtrack is so damn banging that this dude even made a song about it.
It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go.
Something about the GameCube's color palette really sticks out with the colors on this road, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I really can't keep my eyes off of it. This Rainbow Road was the first to introduce the large launch pipe to take players to the top. I remember being left breathless the first time I saw my characters get launched up. Despite having guardrails, this track is by no means easy. The placement of the rails is absolutely brutal. Rainbow Road leaves these massive gaps in the opening few turns, and then completely ditches them for the long turn with the dash panels. In my opinion, this Rainbow Road has the perfect balance between beauty and difficulty. Easy enough to complete, but hard to master. Here's a quick fun fact. When playing split-screen multiplayer, the city, which is presumed to be Mushroom City, actually disappears, leaving you and your friends to race in an empty space. I wonder why. I'd love to hear about your Rainbow Road opinions in the comments. Agree? Disagree? Let me know. Thanks a ton for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider sharing with a friend. I'm still Orange Peel, and I'll see you next time.